The Vietnam War was one of the most complex and controversial conflicts of the 20th century. Fought in dense jungles, harsh terrain, and often in brutal conditions, it saw the use of a wide range of infantry weapons, both modern and dated. In this video, we'll take a deep dive into the small arms used by both sides during the Vietnam War. The United States and its allies, and the Communist forces of North Vietnam and the Viet Cong. The most iconic American rifle of the Vietnam War was the M16. Initially introduced to replace the M14, the M16 was a lightweight 5.56 millimeter selective fire rifle with a 20-round magazine. Its low recoil and high rate of fire made it ideal for jungle combat. However, early models like the M16A1 suffered reliability issues due to poor maintenance instructions and unsuitable gunpowder, leading to malfunctions in the field. Over time, these issues were corrected, and the M16 became the standard U.S. service rifle. Before the M16, U.S. troops were issued the M14, a 7.62 by 51 millimeter NATO battle rifle. It had excellent accuracy and range, but was heavy and hard to control on full auto, especially in the tight confines of the jungle. Though replaced, it still saw service with designated marksmen, and in some special operations units throughout the war. Light, handy, and semi-automatic, the M1 carbine was another holdover from World War II that saw use in Vietnam, particularly with support personnel, South Vietnamese forces, and special operations units. The Select Fire M2 version gave it more firepower, though it lacked the punch of larger caliber rifles. Nicknamed the Pig, the M60 was the primary general-purpose machine gun used by U.S. forces. Chambered in 7.62 millimeter NATO, it provided devastating firepower in sustained engagements. It was belt-fed and often used in squads or mounted on helicopters and vehicles. The classic .45 caliber M1911A1 pistol was the standard American sidearm in Vietnam. Known for its stopping power and rugged design, it was a favorite among troops, especially officers, tunnel rats, and special forces. Close-quarter combat in jungle terrain made shotguns an ideal choice. Pump-action shotguns like the Ithaca 37 and Remington 870 were used for breaching, close combat, and patrol duty, especially by pointmen and special operations units. The Thumper, or Blooper, the M79, was a single-shot, break-action 40 millimeter grenade launcher. It allowed infantrymen to lob grenades much farther and more accurately than hand-thrown ones. It was loved for its simplicity and deadly effectiveness. Though enemy tanks were rare, the M72 Law gave American troops a disposable, one-shot 66 millimeter rocket launcher that was primarily used against bunkers and enemy strongpoints in the jungle. The AK-47 and its Chinese clone, the Type 56, were the backbone of North Vietnamese and Viet Cong forces. These 7.62 by 39 millimeter assault rifles were incredibly durable, easy to maintain, and capable of withstanding the humid jungle conditions. Their distinctive banana magazines and automatic fire made them deadly in ambushes. Another common weapon was the SKS, a semi-automatic 7.62 by 39 millimeter rifle with a 10-round internal magazine. While less powerful than a full-auto rifle, it was accurate, easy to use, and widely distributed to militia forces and rearguard troops. For squad automatic fire, Communist forces relied on the RPD light machine gun, a belt-fed 7.62 by 39 millimeter weapon, and the more powerful PK machine gun chambered in 7.62 by 54 millimeter R. These weapons gave small units considerable firepower in engagements. Though outdated by the 1960s, the bolt-action Mosin-Nagant rifles were still used by local fighters and snipers. The 7.62 by 54 millimeter R round was powerful, and the rifle's long-range accuracy made it a useful tool in the right hands. Officers and special units often carried pistols like the Tokarev TT-33 and the Makarov PM. These Soviet-designed handguns were reliable and compact, chambered in 7.62 by 25 mm and 9 by 18 mm, respectively. No weapon symbolized guerrilla warfare in Vietnam more than the RPG. The RPG-2 and its successor, the RPG-7, were shoulder-fired, reusable rocket launchers capable of taking out armored vehicles, bunkers, and even helicopters. Cheap, effective, and easy to use, they became a signature weapon of the Viet Cong. The Vietnam War changed the way infantry weapons were used and designed. It emphasized mobility, automatic fire, and lightweight gear. The M16 became the standard for modern assault rifles, while the AK-47 cemented its status as the world's most widely used combat rifle. Shotguns, grenade launchers, and compact weapons gained new respect in close quarters and jungle environments. From M16S and AKs to RPGs and M79s, the Vietnam War saw a clash not only of ideologies, but of weapons. These infantry tools shaped the tactics, the outcomes, and the stories of countless soldiers on both sides. Which weapon do you think defined the war? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more deep dives into military history.